place, it's actually kind of tough for you to make it through unless you place in first and second place the next week. If you place first, you actually have a chance at just qualifying just from that. You only have to place one more time.
Right. Well, this is a really good start because he has the Eagle Horn bow, and there's no power word shield in sight, which means the Zombie Chow is in threat of getting taken out too. So Dog, all he cared about was stabilizing, but he might need a little bit more because the Hunter's hand looks pretty decent, and Eagle Horn bow is really clutch.
Yes, it is. Surprising to see. Well, I guess Undertaker isn't that great unless you can buff it up pretty quickly against the early board of a Priest. So, especially if they start with Northshire Cleric plus Zombie Chow. He's going to use it now. Throw out the Mad Scientist. But in that case, he doesn't have any use for his Houndmaster on the next turn. Unless he just wants to throw it out on the board willy-nilly.
So it's as if we started the game off, and this is turn 2, but you have 2 more mana and you ramped. Oh boy, that's the pass from Dog. He doesn't have the greatest of hands, but what's nice is that he doesn't actually have to challenge the Undertaker or the Mad Scientist. He can actually steal it. It's a trap.
It's a trap.
In fact,
I would throw out
because Sludge Belcher is coming. Oh, that's a lot of damage. Because Sludge Belcher is coming out next, he can even take the Undertaker. What do you take? Because this one's gonna be. I think it's. I'm sensing a Houndmaster turn.
I think you take the Undertaker, and you can buff it up with a Zombie Chow.
That's funny.
Turn the tables. The Houndmaster's pretty clutch though, keeping that Huffer alive.
Oh, Power Shield, you would have been so nice a long time ago. Can you take this damage?
If he steals anything, he still is going to take 12 damage to the face.
Unless he Holy Fires right now.
That's a possibility. Would you Holy Fire the Huffer, or would you Holy Fire the Houndmaster? Do you want to block that 2 damage, or do you want to have something that's easier to take down?
He really wants his Auchenai Soul Priest. That's like his big thing.
Whoa.
Power Word Shield for the Auchenai. Oh man.
That might
You can
just
draw 2 cards.
Ouch.
Well played.
Yeah, he's gonna concede after this then.
Yeah.
Because he just can't beat him. So it's like the Hunter just got off to a very good rebound.
America. It's still like 7 hours of waiting around and playing. And just imagine if that was like on the opposite end of the clock for those players that are over in Asia. It's really rough. So you gotta, not only do you commend them for their good effort, you commend them for just being able to have the stamina.
Double Wild Growth. I mean,
Who doggy?
that's pretty crazy. You can coin Twilight Drake and then you innervate Ancient of Lore. Like what?
Wow.
Well, maybe if he gets a what's it called? Keeper of the Grove, this actually turns out to be perfect.
That's not a keeper of the grove.
It's fine. Ancient of Lore still draws cards. He's so far ahead in mana. Look, he has 6 when his opponent had 3. BGH is a big draw.
Yeah, that's pretty large, but Weifu doesn't even have, well, he's got second Twilight Drake.
Yeah, that's what you coined out the first Twilight Drake for, but I don't think he was anticipating his opponent to play a turn or a 7 mana creature on turn 4.
Yeah. Nobody anticipates that. In fact, most of the time it's impossible. Unstable Portal.
Yeah. Or Innervate.
Nah.
People complain
Not
about
as
Unstable
likely.
Portal, but like Innervate's been doing wild stuff since 2013.
In Innervate, you can just choose. You can put the creatures in your deck and then choose which one you want.
I'm seeing double. So he's gonna Wrath for 3 and kill?
Yeah.
And then play Sludge Belcher.
Sounds good to me.
Hopefully his opponent doesn't have a Immortal Coil. But if he doesn't, then this Ancient of Lore can do so much damage and handle 2 Twilight Drakes for free.
Yeah, unless he draws into something where he needs to use up all his mana, he might end up just using a Dark Bomb to clear this off.
Yeah, most likely. And I don't foresee him getting something easier, so I see a tap into Dark Bomb.
Yeah.
Unless he picks up the Mortal Coil.
Well, he might even Dark Bomb anyway and just Mortal Coil the Sludge Belcher.
Fair enough. It's also possible.
I guess it doesn't matter which one you do it on. You're still getting the exact same value out of each one.
So this Ancient of Lore has gotten some pretty good value. Yes, it costed an Innervate, but you managed to kill half of a Twilight Drake, absorb a Dark Bomb, and draw 2 cards.
Yes.
Pretty effective overall.
Yeah. You sold the momentum. On the other side, though, Dog is running pretty low on cards, and the cards that he does have in his hand are not good, was what I was going to say. But now I'm going to change that and say,
Sure.
they're okay.
Well, Zombie Chow is still a body. It's definitely a lot worse late game than early game.
Yeah.
But it's still a body that might even Savage Roar Force of Nature.
Yeah.
So take the good with the bad, but mostly in this case, you just never want to see Zombie Chow against Handlock. In the beginning, it's okay though, because it's a body that can trade with a Twilight Drake if you silence it.
Yeah. So, Weifu, I think he's in a pretty good spot right now. Because he knows that Dog's running a little bit low on threats here. He's
How
got
do you deal with this Ancient of War though?
Siphon Soul.
I guess you silence it.
You want to silence it, really?
Well, how else are you supposed to deal with it?
Siphon Soul.
Oh, he's got Siphon Soul on the far left.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. I didn't see it.
Yeah.
You're always right, TJ.
I know. Why do people ever doubt me?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
I'm right. That there's a Siphon Soul in his hand.
Yeah. Well, seems pretty systematic then.
Yeah.
That's such a big creature.
Yeah. There's not really anything bigger that you're going to have a target to Siphon Soul in this matchup, except the second Ancient of War. Or Rag, but at this point he didn't really have anything else to deal with it. I mean, Silence would have been a pretty good target. Oh, man.
You know what was a nice caveat, though? I guess at least you get Zombie Chow out to heal now.
Yeah.
So that, you know, Zombie Chow doesn't heal Jiraxis or something out of range.
So it's not a liability later on in the game.
Right. If he Jiraxis now, it's like he hits himself for 15.
Yeah. This Handlock's at 30 health. That's ridiculous.
Recombobulator. What's the mana cost on this slime? I assume it's a 1 mana creature.
I think it's 1.
Okay.
Yeah, we're on the wrong point of view.
It's like,
here.
what if he recombobulated it?
Yeah.
But you obviously don't want to do that.
No, you don't.
Defender of Argus is a little meh too.
This is such a... He hasn't drawn into either of his Mountain Giants yet. And he's still at 28 health.
To be fair, he did draw into both his Twilight Drakes really early, and that's usually supposed to do a lot of heavy lifting.
It did not that much heavy lifting, actually.
Yeah, it's supposed to, but it didn't do much.
Well, now he's in a spot where he's nowhere near his Molten Giants. He doesn't really have any threats in his hand. He wants to take damage, but he doesn't want to take too much damage.
Yeah, and there is such thing as too much damage.
There is. Too much damage would...
Recombobulator and Defender of Argus. This will be a Stone Tusk Spore. Oh!
Wow! Oh. Wow.
That is hilarious.
Best case scenario.
So funny, man.
That's incredible.
A 1 mana minion, and literally the best one. That is Hearthstone at its finest.
Yeah.
Like, if you can't laugh at that, you need to get yourselves a pair of sense of humor.
2 of them?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know they came in pairs. Today
Well,
I learned.
they do at Costco.
You can buy a whole bundle.
He's trying to see if he can posture up for potential lethal with Force of Nature Savage, or if he draws into it.
Yeah.
My gosh. That is just too funny, man.
That's great.
Because ideally he would be able to use the Zombie Chow to trade and then use his hero power, but now he has to swipe. Hellfire here to clear puts him at 20... 23?
What?
21.
Yeah.
Still out of range. Ancient of Lore would be great. Yeti is acceptable. It's not the best. It's definitely a creature to get out of the way. Dog is definitely trying to top deck an answer here.
But
Should he have attacked? I guess so, because if you have combo, it's 20 damage.
yeah.
Because like, if you attack, now he can play Giant.
He can get back up to 30 health right now.
He could. Or he could play Giant.
Yeah.
But actually, Giant's poor because you might die to combo, so you're
Yeah.
thinking about being defensive here, right? Like a Farseer with Taunt.
Farseer and then maybe tap to see. Because if you Farseer tap, then you can Mountain Giant and still play a Sun Fairy Protector if you get a Mountain Giant.
You actually might play Antiquiobot after you tap. Or do you have 10 cards, right? So you have to play and then tap.
Yeah.
Farseer is also acceptable.
I like Farseer. Farseer, tap, Mountain Giant, Sun Fury. Nope.
Oh, yeah, well, that's great. Play Sun Fury Protector with this, then.
Yeah. It's pretty good.
You want the safest board possible to secure Jiraxis.
Yeah.
You actually still died to a combo with Innervate if you did taunt this up.
Yeah.
Ah, only taunting the Ancient Watcher. Style.
Cheeky move there, Weifu. Cheeky move.
So Keeper of the Grove is not exactly super appealing.
Nope. Nothing is super appealing right now.
You have one combo, so this Savage Roar is everything. And like
It's your only win condition in this matchup. Just about. Unless you overwhelm with board control and your opponent has zero answer, which is never the case.
or
in Handlock.
fatigue, I suppose.
Relying on fatigue against a handlock
Well,
is
you-
very tough because of
Yeah.
Jiraxis. Because they get free
He has
6/6s.
Harrison Jones in his deck.
We've seen how much Harrison Jones can do work, and we've seen how much Harrison Jones can fall flat on his face.
It's true, but I'm saying he has tools.
He does have tools. Big question here is, will Frodan get a boot?
Oh, you're outing me? People know that I'm now controlling the spectator feature.
Yes.
Savage Roar to clear. That's definitely not ideal at all, but
I mean, I guess it's his only choice in that situation. He's actually getting pretty low.
wait, I'm not mistaken, right? He is running one combo?
Uh,
Because
There's no way that he's running multiple pieces. Well, there is a way, but it just seems like, based on his deck, he's got so many huge taunt threats. And Zombie Chows as well, he's running double Zombie Chow. You think he'd have room for... I mean, he might.
no. But
Scenarios, double Ancient of War.
so now you play Molten Giant. Profit. Attack face.
Yep.
This would be a case where usually you'd Soulfire right after as well.
Rip.
I've got the beast in my sights.
You will not be forgotten, Soulfire. In Handlock. Your brother Dark Bomb has come to save the day.
Dark Bomb's pretty good.
I love Dark Bomb.
Sentient Shieldmaster is very mediocre considering what a Handlock can do, especially since all it takes is one Shadow Flame to destroy this board. Fortunately for Dog, that's not the case. Weifu picks up his Ancient Watcher, another taunt target.
He's at an awkward amount of health, though.
I think it's fine. He's holding one card, and he's ready to use Savage Roar. You've already seen Ancient of War, so you suspect that he's not running two combos.
Yeah. Huh.
So
You just slam a Molten Giant? What would you...
I think
What
I'd
else
play
would you do?
Ancient Watcher, BGH, and Argus.
Okay. That'd be a safer play. I think he'd be a man. And do what I said.
Could be a man. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with also dropping anti-heal bot. Siphon Souls? Okay, but you know he has bigger threats too, and I think if you're Dog, you're pretty happy to see that.
You know he has an Ancient of War
So-
still left in this deck somewhere.
He's keeping the big game hunter for like the chance of Ragnaros, right?
Yeah.
That's pretty much what he's keeping it.
Yeah.
Also, do you kill off this Ancient Watcher with your big game hunter?
I don't think so. You need to keep your guys alive. Put on some damage. And he just messed up his chance because now he's going to have to throw both his creatures in.
Well,
I guess if you're playing around Shadow Flame, then it doesn't matter which one. Oh, he holds.
Yeah.
Okay. Makes it awkward once again. There's a Shadow Flame.
Shadow Flame would be as if the 2 minions on the left traded into it, and then he just did 4 damage, so it's not really that effective at the moment.
Yeah. And he has no way to finish off the Sentient Shield Master.
I think Dog's like really trying to restrain because he doesn't want to A, evoke Molten Giants, but also B, it's as if he does have another combo at hand.
Yeah.
Oh,
It
okay.
would seem that
Silence
way.
on this, and Defender of Argus is so powerful too.
Yes.
Shadow Flame. Oh.
It's weird that he would silence it.
Huh. I don't think he needed to do that. I think he could have Shadow Flamed his Defender of Argus and killed off the...
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, well, Dog draws Force of Nature and instantly calls. It just has to kill us off. He doesn't want to die. But this is where I think you can definitely Jiraxis. Or even Molten Giant. But,
I would say Molten Giant.
I mean, Jiraxis is just as good.
You gotta give those Molten Giants some value, man. You can't leave them hanging.
Guess so. Ancient of Lore is good. Whoa!
Whoa, look at where it is!
How did that happen? That is pretty cool.
He's floating.
It's like the Lore Walker Cho tutorial. Oh!
Hello.
Well, it took a nice bear to ground him. Yeah, get off your pedestal, Ancient of Lore.
Oh, you know what would be a great card right now? Judah the Fang. Not.
Yeah, 7/7. You know what would also be really good? Deathwing.
Yes, it would. You know, Frodan. I have a golden Deathwing.
Yeah. Look, imagine if he had Deathwing on the board. How sick would that be? Cenarius is a way to match it, card for card, big guy for big guy.
Well, Dog is staying alive, and we finally get into these Mountain Giants.
He's barely staying alive. I mean, Dog looks like he's already checked out. He's not even looking at his monitor anymore.
Yeah, I think he's looking at Weifu.
Oh, yeah, it's possible too.
Yeah. He doesn't... The Santa hat seems a little bit unfitting.
Why? It's Christmas.
But he doesn't seem like a festive person. Maybe
Dog?
Maybe I'm
Dog
judging.
is totally festive. He's always DTP. Down to party.
Okay. I'm glad that that's what that meant. Very glad.
He is... Dog's cool, man.
I think
He's
we're
a cool dude.
I think we're going to be pretty festive next week, because next week will be
Our holiday.
our holiday event. Yeah,
We'll see.
we'll see.
He doesn't tap for the opportunity to drop a cheaper Mountain Giant with the ability to squeeze in Sun Fury.
Yeah.
So he's still respectful of his health count. How many cards does he have remaining? He's probably pretty low on it, honestly.
Yeah, Weifu's not really taking any chances.
Yeah, he's so conservative.
He's very far ahead. Even though...
he's got 3 cards left. That's why he's not tapping.
Whoa!
This game's actually gotten very deep.
That's a Sneeds.
But it doesn't matter.
No!
It's too late.
Okay.
So that's going to wrap up game number 2, and Weifu's at a 2-0 lead.
Yeah.
Going down to the last match. But I'm pretty sure he has some social media, so if you look it up, you might be able to find it.
Weifu, Hearthstone. Weifu is actually his real name, too. I don't know if he'd want people to know that. But I guess
I think so.
Okay.
I don't know too many Weifus in Hearthstone, so.
Nope. I don't either.
Alright, Dog starts off with a meh hand against Priest. Meanwhile, Weifu's hand is is okay if he picks up a Circle of Healing.
Yeah. Mind Control. Not really anything close to a Circle of Healing, and not something that you want to see in your first 5 cards.
Pretty wild that Mind Control is like, it's 10 mana, and if you imagine how it would function today in the control metagame, or the control decks with 8 mana, how insane Priest was. Because Blizzard said they didn't nerf Mind Control based off its performance, but rather its feel, because it felt bad to face off against Mind Control.
Yeah. It does.
It was like anti-fun.
Yeah.
Well, like you are when you don't invite Dog to party.
Sorry, Dog. I won't criticize you for being not very festive anymore, because Frodan might come knock on my door.
You don't understand.
Did you know Dog
I'll be waiting for you. Huh?
Okay.
Well, Weifu, I think you can respond here by playing Akanai. Like, a lot of people feel like Akanai is a combo piece and nothing else.
Yeah.
Like, you only play her when you have something else to do. But she's still, like, kind of like a Yeti in a sense. Just like, she does damage, but she also synergizes with the hero power. So, imagine it's like a Yeti in a Hunter deck. It's just like, it's good pressure.
It's like a burly rock jaw Trog.
Sure, yeah. Violet Teacher.
Ascendant Shield Master.
Exactly.
I don't know if there's any other 3/5s.
Probably. A Lothep that's been Shrinkmeistered.
A Shield Maiden that's been Shrinkmeistered.
Alright. I think they get the idea.
You sure? Okay.
Yeah, pretty sure. Well, this is pretty inconvenient because Harrison Jones, it's not going to be doing much. The only value Harrison can get is if your opponent thought steals a weapon. And even then, you're just holding Harrison for a while versus playing it on curves.
You can't rely on that. Okay, well, the only real choice he has here is to just heal up the Injured Blade Master and trade in, and then just force him to use the last Fire War Axe tick.
Yeah, everything else seems rather poor. He even can use Light of Naru if you want to heal up a little bit more.
Yeah.
So you can use Light of Naru, attack, heal up, and have a 3/2.
That's very true. I'm not sure how much he values Light of Naru as a card, though.
I mean, it's a way so that way the Fire War Axe doesn't kill it off. It's a 4/5.
Yeah. Yep.
I mean, it's pretty decent for what it just did.
He's basically back to square one, but now he has a Light Warden and
a Baron Geddon.
And oh, jeez.
Boom.
This is fantastic Baron Geddon value. Not only that, but it forces your opponent to have something to deal with this Baron Geddon. If they don't, then you're gonna get so much out of this sucker. And Volton's not a very good answer to it because he doesn't have anything on the.
Don't say that to its face. Baron Geddon will knock you out. You see its traps? Baron Geddon is so buff, man.
He doesn't even have legs, though.
Hey, choose your fights wisely.
I'll just run away. He has no legs.
No, dude. He's just gonna. He doesn't need legs. He floats. He's a genie, dude.
Wow.
Alright, well, there's Ragnaros, by the way, in the hand, so there's actual target now for Big Game Hunter. Dog's like thinking, like, if I play Dr. Boom, it activates the Boom Boss and it does damage to his face. I actually need to hold off.
That would be like 15 damage to his face, though, if you think about it. It'd be 7 from Baron Geddon plus the 2 from the Baron Geddon, then
I mean, he's
4
got
and 8.
Grommash for a finisher right now. In fact, Dog can win next turn.
Wow.
Oh. Alright, he's got Shadow Word Death. Got Shadow Word Death. And I guess he doesn't have to do that, right? He can execute with Shadow Madness.
Yeah. And he would also draw a card from that as well.
But he only has...
He wouldn't play anything after that, though.
Yeah, he doesn't have anything else to heal.
But at the same time, if you Shadow Word Death, he won't have anything either. So, I like this play better. Get the value out of the Shadow Madness while you can.
Ah. Well, I guess You can use Power Word Shield as well if you want to draw.
Yeah.
Execute's gonna be the same either way. Oh, you know what's really fun if you could do? You can like Power Word Shield something and then Volge it. Just for the sex appeal.
Great. I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah.
Maybe when I'm partying with Dog.
Do it. Tell him I sent you.
Okay.
Cabal Shadow Priest here actually is pretty good. You take the Boombots back, and then you Shadow Word Death to stop the madness.
Let me change.
No more Boom Boom in my room. Oh, they're playing Hearthstone in their bedroom.
They are. Well, actually, I don't know if Weifu is.
It looks like he is. I mean, I wouldn't.
We only see a close up of his face for
Well, it
7
looks
hours.
It looks like a closet behind him,
Does it?
or a window of some sort.
It doesn't tell me anything. There's closets and windows everywhere, Frodan.
He can actually. He does have a chance to kill him. If he hits the face with everything, and the Boombot does 4 damage.
Then he can calm mesh.
Then he can grow much, but I think that's highly inconsistent.
Yeah.
So this is it feels much better. And if this hits the Acolyte for 1,
He would have killed him.
Yeah. He should have trusted his instincts.
He should have. Well, I don't know, no, because the Boombot, there would have been more creatures alive.
Yep.
So it would have had less of a chance. So he wouldn't have killed him. Okay. Well, he's still.
I mean, this is still legitimate board presence, and he's got whirlwinds.
So he does have
to
lethal next
activate.
turn, yeah.
Yep.
And what can he do here? Shadow Word, Pain.
He's got Power Word Shield to start things off.
Yeah.
He needs to draw into something else, another Shadow Madness.
Yeah. Sludge Belcher.
Sludge Belcher's nice.
Yeah.
And Shadow Word Pain.
Yeah.
Seems like a pretty decent turn. I don't see an alternative. The alternative is to Volge, which feels really bad.
No. What would you Volge in?
The Armor Smith.
Turn the 1/4 Armor Smith into a 1/2. And a 6/2 Volge into a 6/4.
Look, that was the alternative. You asked for it. What else can you do?
Okay.
I gave you the answer, my friend. Ragnaros to try and get a little bit closer. It's okay if his opponent even steals it, as long as it hits the face.
Oh.
Oh,
Yes!
that is really good, right?
Yes, it is.
Because now his opponent will likely want to mind control it, but then all he has is the Gromosh finish.
Mm-hmm.
The alternative
Throw your own rag.
is to use your rag and snipe it, but the outcome's the same.
Yeah.
Either way, this slime is not long for this world.
I think he loses.
All right, where's the rag gonna hit? Oh!
I don't know. Oh! Hits the face after all that. Wow.
Yeah. Well, he's just gonna use Gromosh softly. I like it. A soft, naked Gromosh.
The B.
Like the day it was born. Hits it to the face.
The BM kill.
Nice. Well
I don't know
done.
if that's
that was
BM.
a good style. See, Dog, he's always entertaining, man.
He is. He is.
Weifu is not entertaining. He looks so tired. I
Oh
feel
my
so
goodness.
bad.
His eyes are.
Weifu's like, do I have to play another game?
Yep.
And he's like,
Completely swept. But
True, true.
that will not be the case.
Right. He knows it's his hand lock. His hand is very meh against hand lock. Alex Strauss is not that useful. Whirlwind's okay. It's a way to activate, execute.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Weifu's got a great hand.
Yes, he does. He's got a couple of his big threats. A lot of his big
And
threats.
that is a good draw. But I think, unfortunately, that's going to get dark. Ooh. Maybe.
I think you Dark Bomb here still.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll still have either of your threats next turn.
Well,
And it
suppose.
puts that, it gets rid of that awkward situation where if you have a Mountain Giant in your hand, you float a mana if you don't play it. He does have the Twilight Drake as well, but
well, Harrison comes into hand. He's gonna have to sit this one out for a while until basically you see the Jiraxis come out, unless it's the 30th card in the deck.
yeah. Which has happened to Weifu before. Today, in fact.
So here comes the Mountain Giant. Does Dog get the big game hunter? No, he's gonna use Execute. Wow, that is a painful exchange.
Yeah, he does have the shield block though, so he will be able to still have shield slam value, or armor to shield slam. Oh, the second shield block as well.
Yeah, but no shield slam to follow it up.
Yeah, he's gonna have a couple draws for it, for the next threat. But at the same time, if he doesn't get it, he doesn't really have any other way to deal with it.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got the shield maiden next turn, which is pretty good.
It's a little scary, but I think Twilight Drake's pretty good.
Yes.
I think it's clear that Dog doesn't run silences in his deck. I've seen his warrior a few times now.
Yeah, well, if Weifu was watching earlier, then he would have seen Dog play 3 games of warrior that all went pretty late. So, I don't think we've seen him go to Fatigue Gate with this warrior deck, but we can be pretty confident in saying that there are no sounds. Hard to fit in, especially with like double Whirlwind.
Okay, so he traded his coin effectively for.
I can take it
He
ahead.
traded his coin effectively for an extra health.
Yeah.
With his Drake and a coin and a card,
Yeah,
which is all right.
well, that's pretty good.
That is exactly what he wanted.
Yeah,
But then there's still Death Bite. So Dog's not.
he can heal it up.
Yeah, it's not the end of the world for him.
Oh, he's gonna play the Loatheb.
I think he doesn't want him to shield slam it. Also, Loatheb paves the way for Mountain Giant. Although what you can do is heal up the Drake and then
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
taunt, or even just tap.
I like taunt and then heal the Drake, to be honest.
I think I like tap and heal a little bit better. Or actually, if you taunt, it's because you're opening yourself up to Black Knight.
Well, Weifu likes Loatheb. Uh-oh.
Baron Geddon is a way to deal with this board pretty effectively. Like, you knock down the Drake to a 4-2. You take some damage. And you drop a big minion, which will be baiting out the Siphon Soul.
Yeah.
And this is good, so that way you don't take 13 points of damage through 2 creatures and weapons over a course of 2 turns.
And getting immediate value from the Baron Geddon is actually a pretty big deal. Because not only are you getting that immediate value out of it, but you're also more likely going to... What is going on over there?
our admins are having a rave. Told you, man. There's always a party when Dog's around.
Yeah, even the admins get a little out of control.
They're pressing D on the keyboard. If you press D on the Goblins and Gnomes board, it opens and shuts the door.
Okay,
Did you know that?
I didn't, but now I do. Today I learned.
TYL.
Yep. I learned so many acronyms today.
Good, good. Use them wisely, my friend.
TYL, DTP.
Alright, so what does Weifu do from here? He has to answer the Baron Geddon, but it's not easy. No way. He's ignoring it. Wow. That is crazy.
What else could he have done in that situation besides throwing his Twilight Drake in like Hellfire?
Oh, what a rip. Oh, big game hunter off the top.
But his big game hunter will just die.
That is also true. But it's the fact that he has it in this matchup is also important.
Yeah.
What now?
Okay, what if you... Oh, he's thinking about how to kill too. He has Alex Strauss next turn. What if you Whirlwind, Execute, and then Death's Bite?
Yep.
Execute the
That'll clear the
giant.
whole board.
Yeah, execute the giant, death spite the drake, and then hold off. Just like don't even attack, because you know your opponent has. You can Alexstrasza and really put it in.
Yeah, because you would put him at 15 health if you attacked it. Which, no point in doing that, because then you'd... Alexstrasza would.
Yeah, I like it. Frodan likey. Is he gonna attack though? Is he gonna like man mode the face? 'Cause I guess you don't have to attack. You put him. It's like Alexstrasza still is there. Oh, okay.
Well, I mean, either way, Alexstrasza, he's going to be at 15 on the way. This way he just has like an extra turn to be able to put out Molten Trance or something.
But then, yeah, I suppose you're right.
15 health is still 15 health.
Jeez. Now he actually still doesn't have a way to deal. Like before he had a way to deal with Baron Geddon, but now he doesn't.
Yeah.
His best course of action is to be defensive.
And he would Molten Giant,
Well,
Antique Healbot, or tap Molten Giant. Antique Healbot.
yeah, I'm thinking tap.
Yeah, it
Still a
doesn't
little
change
bit
his
too
play at
expensive.
all, since he already has a Shadow Flame in his hand.
Might have to taunt his Molten Giant now. And that's gonna be game. If he taunts his Molten Giant, he just BGHs, attacks with everything, and let Baron Geddon's effect finish him off.
Wow.
Basically, Baron Geddon's gonna fart on the board and kill off Gul'dan. That's essentially what's gonna happen here. I can see the future.
I think it's a little more than a fart.
Yeah, it's
He's
an
a float-
atomic bomb. But
He's a floating fire genie.
yeah, that farts on the board and does 2 damage to everything.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
I guess you're right.
He takes after Milkcast. Here we go. Game number 4
No.
going to dog, and we have ourselves yet another game number 5.
Doesn't even need to fart.
But he still will. No, he won't.
No, he won't.
Darn it.
Oh, well, dog, bringing it back. Bringing another one to game number 5. And if I was dog, 8 weeks.
He would join Chalky, Silent Storm, and who won week 2 for you guys? I wasn't here. I was at DreamHack.
D2.
D2? Okay.
I
So,
think.
alright.
Not 100% sure. We'll get back to you on that one.
Was it Max?
Oh, it might have been Max. I think it was a D2 Max final. Because I know D2 was invited back the next week.
Alright, well, let's do it one more time. Dog versus Weifu, Handlock versus the Warrior. This is what the beauty of the format is supposed to do. It's supposed to give people an opportunity to play a deck multiple times.
Yeah.
And show proficiency.
Yeah.
Now, it does sometimes make it cornered. Like, Weifu might have felt like he had to play Handlock. But, oh, what a rip. Dang.
This is a fantastic hand for dog.
Shield block, shield slam. And
BGH.
execute a big game hunter with a BFG.
Yep.
I mean, he's got this Acolyte with draws. I
This
think Weifu's hoping to draw like Hellfire. Oh, okay.
Well, Weifu, both of these guys have really great hands.
Yeah, double Drake, double Giant?
Yes.
Wow.
This is absurd. This is absurd.
Yeah, this is madness. Okay, trades in the 1 damage so that way he can get more damage back onto the handlock.
Yep.
Or does he want to cash in the 2nd draw Acolyte so that way he has a little bit more health in case he wants to Whirlwind?
No, I think he's throwing the 1 health Acolyte here.
Or a one attack?
1 attack, yeah, sorry. 1 attack Acolyte here.
Okay.
Or maybe he's just going to completely ignore it. Yeah.
Wow. I like
Force
it.
him to make the trade.
If he wants to. But then, I guess he's assuming if he had Hellfire, he would have used it. It is a lot weaker to Hellfire, though, if you ignore this play.
That's true. You can still execute it at the end of the day with the Hellfire, but
True.
at the same time, well, I don't know. Actually,
you're right.
It wouldn't make a difference.
The only difference it would make is that he doesn't get benefit off the armor.
Yeah.
This, if he like forces him to attack, it's like the essential like way that you can gain armor. But if Weifu taps and plays second giant,
Yeah.
most likely he's gonna attack the face.
Yeah. So what is he thinking about here? Whether or not he wants to play?
It's mountain giant or like another Twilight Drake.
Yeah. Well, with that tap, it's Mountain Giant.
I suppose there might have been even a case for Sludge Belcher because it zones perfectly for the Twilight Drake while you're able to put on pressure.
Yeah.
But now it's basically Mountain Giant, right?
Yeah.
He's roping on whether or not he wants to play this Mountain Giant. It's a little bit too late to turn back. You missed your opportunity to play the Drake or the Sludge.
Maybe he's so tired that he doesn't realize how much time is actually passing.
It could be. That's the trade that I think Dog wanted.
Execute BGH.
Yeah, BGH here because you don't have enough armor to shield slam, and then... he's like 1 mana from being able to do anything he wants, whether it's Death Spite or his shield slam with his armor up, but this is pretty much as good as it gets. And now he's got 2 shield slam for the 2 remaining threats, not to mention he's putting on a pretty significant amount of pressure.
Yeah, a significant amount of pressure with
Oh, Hellfire's
2
in hand, though.
Acolytes and a Cruel Taskmaster. But if he Hellfires, he's not putting anything out on the board.
If he Hellfires, he's 1 mana or 1 health off from playing the Molten Giant.
Yeah, the only thing he'd be able to do after that would be to throw down like a Recombobulator or throw down a
It's not bad.
Sun Fury Protector.
Your Combobulator's not really doing that much anyways.
Yeah, he hasn't really gotten any use out of that.
Have we seen any big Recombobulator play today other than that
Flame Imp.
which
the Flame Imp
wasn't
was
really
it.
that big of a consequence.
Yeah.
I wonder.
No, I like Recombobulator in Handlock because it's basically like a heal for your giants. You can recombobulate a giant, and since giants are pretty exclusive for their cost, like since Molten Giants are technically considered like a 20 mana, then you can only get another Molten Giant from it, so it basically just heals it to full health.
I think Dog's really tempted to equip this Death Bite. Because, like, look, he's at 13 health. Oh, man. That is appetizing and delicious. No, shows restraint. Very good. Holds off on the Cruel Taskmaster. It's still a few turns away from him being able to kill his opponent.
Yes, it is.
He couldn't even like Ragnaros sniper for the win. So
Yeah, and I mean he still will only be on 7 mana next turn.
double giant all the way.
Wow. No brawl in hand, but he
got
has
shield
shield block.
with double shield slam.
Wow.
It's perfect mana. Like this is just so heartbreaking for Weifu.
Yeah, this was such an ideal hand for Dog right off the get-go. So many ways to deal with everything. So now he's been through
You what, mate? Are you kidding me? Like, look at this.
both. He's been through both Mountain Giants,
Both
one
Twilight.
Molten Giant,
He's got
one Twilight
Twilight
Drake.
And this Twilight Drake's not exactly that imposing.
Nope.
Shields up.
Ragnaros has a few targets. Here we go. Sniping that Drake would be great, but honestly, anything is fine. Oh, he's holding off. Never mind.
I don't know. I'd go for Rag here.
All right, here we go. Ragnaros hit any of the minions on target is great.
Oh.
That was not the one he wanted.
No. Not at all. And Weifu's got a little bit of BGH medicine of his own here.
That's right.
So many possibilities.
Well, big game hunter and then heal with antique bot. I think he's worried about brawl in the back of his mind. He
Yeah.
might legitimately just attack and then like do nothing.
Yeah.
Okay. He says, screw it. If you have brawl, you have it.
Yeah. He might be afraid. Well, I mean, I don't know what he'd be afraid of.
Oh man, Alex Straza. Okay, so Dog is now fishing for eventual ways to kill off his opponent. How do you do this? Do you Sludge Belcher and then Death's Bite and attack the Drake? I guess you Armor Smith. You play defensive, I suppose.
Yeah. Well, despite Dog having almost every answer early on in his hand for these threats, he's still finding himself in a situation where he needs very specific cards to piece together a victory. This board is pretty threatening. He doesn't have a Brawl.
Not yet, not yet. You might be able to pick it up soon.
Yeah.
Tap into a 0-cost Molten Giant, pretty legit. And then you can follow it with a Loatheb.
But does he want to play the Molten Giant?
Pretty sure he does. That was a moment to Brawl. So like he clearly doesn't have Brawl.
Yeah.
Either that or Dog totally outsmarted him. But I don't think Dog would wait that long because he's got a way to eventually kill him.
Yeah.
Okay, so even if he has Brawl, he can still play it, even though it costs 10 mana.
Yeah.
Armor Smith gaining some serious life.
All right. Well, here we go. This draw is going to be pretty big. That isn't a Brawl.
But that's life gain, which
It is.
pretty crucial, honestly.
I mean, he's still sitting at like 43 health right now, so he's not really in any danger of being like zeroed out. And he can slowly start whittling away at this board, waiting for that Brawl. He's nearly out of removal. He has one Execute left in his deck, I do believe. And the Brawl.
This is so much damage, though. 16 damage. 41 health, so he's got 25 remaining after this. I guess we're Tap boys, and then we're Sludge Belcher boys, then we're Farseer boys.
It's a lot of boys. All in one turn.
You know what? Maybe he has an opportunity to do something cool with Recombobulator.
Like what? I mean, he could
Recombobulate the
anti-heal bot.
Anti-heal bot. What use is it doing other than just being a 3/2?
Yeah, and five mana creatures. It's really hard to not get anything more than three power.
Wow, that respect for the Brawl. Weifu is playing so safe. Harrison Jones, isn't it? Not the right 5 mana cost card.
No, it's not, and this board is still very, very threatening.
I mean, Dog is still trying to wait out his opponent here, seeing if he can get away to a lethal, but it's looking like it's getting farther from his grasp. There's a lot of damage coming the other way.
Yeah.
16, 20 damage. I mean, he's still 14 damage off lethal, but
Yeah.
it's still a lot of damage.
You could try and utilize the Mortal Coil Hero, throw in the anti-kill bot and the slime and use Mortal Coil.
I think you would Dark Bomb the Shield Maiden, and then hit with the Farseer. And I would like to use. I like to see Recombobulator here. I would.
Okay. It's an exciting card. But if he does that, then he's just overextending even more into Brawl.
I mean, at this point, you know that he doesn't have Brawl.
Yeah, he's going to have to top deck it, and forcing him to have that answer is pretty big. Actually, this will probably be... Oh, I don't think Recombobulator is going to come out yet again. Why is he even running that if he's not going to use it?
Yeah. The cool thing about it is that it can turn into like a 5/5, which often is the case.
Yeah.
Ah, Gromosh. He's here, but I guess that's not going to do anything. Is that it? There's 12, 17 damage plus the Dark Bomb. No, he's a little bit off. So if you use Gromosh to remove the Farseer, but you're expecting Siphon Soul.
He's sort of just delaying the inevitable here.
Yeah. Well, this is good though. Weifu wanted to prove that Handlock can beat the Warrior, and he got it.
Yeah, this is the way. And Dog had a really great early start, again, but couldn't draw into the Brawl. And, I mean, he has some chances still. There's still opportunities. A lot of the threats have been diminished from the board. So if he does manage to draw into Brawl and can clear the board, then...
Oh, he's got it! Defender of Argus is damage to end the game.
Okay. He's going to count this up. It might take him a while because it's pretty late.
Tap. Seriously? Okay, now you've got...
And now he knows.
Now the question is, Can you use Recombobulator now? You have the mana. Recombobulate the damn antique Healbot.
Nope. He's not going to do it. He's not going to give us the satisfaction.
Do it.
So even though he wins, we're still upset at him.
Do it. Oh my goodness. Well, that's going to do it. Weifu is going to win the 80 points. And Dog, in true dog fashion,